I'm gonna do a little review. I cut the tape already and I went through it just to make sure I can speed up the process of this review here really quick. Because of the instructions. I got the idea to get this one from a few more YouTube videos I've seen. It's got a nice little brush, if you want to call that. Probably won't use that. It might be good for road rage, that's about it. Alright, so got the cords here. TIG welder. It's got the ends in there. A little part I made of barbecue for free, just try it out. Got a little work light up here too. Trying to get this into focus in there. There we go. So for the price, I'm not too sure if I can bitch about anything, because they're pretty cheap. It seems pretty nice. It's the first TIG welder I've ever used or had, so I guess won't really know any better. This kind of messed up. This was already broken here. One zip tie. So that's out of their budget to replace it if it was broken before. I'm not sure how I like this. I might actually hook it up to a pedal. Won't be that hard for me to do that. So we got that. The handle for the face shield, which is very strong, as you can see. I think they made that out of Play-Doh. Must have. Got the face shield. I did put the glass in here today just because it was sitting in the bottom of the box. Surprised it didn't break. Looks like some Darth Vader shit or something until I put it together. See if it'll go through it at all. Nope. Made it really small too. I was actually really happy to see just how small it was. I was trying to figure out how I'd incorporate it into this. It looks like it's going to be pretty easy to do. There's so much room on this with it being so small. Okay, it would sit just like that if I wanted to. I think I'm going to set it up higher though. Somewhere like up here maybe. It doesn't look too bad at all. It's got the TIG arc switch. Comes with the clamp. Which also doesn't seem too bad. Like, it looks like they use real copper on it. Like, for the price, I'm surprised they even put wire on it. So that's not a very hard bolt. It's 4.8. Doesn't really matter on this anyways. It's a pretty strong clamp though. Like, it grabs that pretty good. Don't really have to worry about that falling off or anything. Looks like you could break that if you want to. If you want to go any farther. When I go about that far, I can flex them. But once again, you get what you pay for. This for TIG or stick welding is pretty fucking cheap. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I would use this. Like, just doing this, it feels like it's gonna blow apart in your fucking hand. I think it almost just did there. I think I just broke it. Look at this. Did it break? Holy shit, look at that, that's great. But I didn't buy it for a stick welder, so I don't really care. I'm not going to stick with this one, I don't think. Alright, so I'm going to try and get this all set up with the hoses and everything. I just got the bottle. Got my rods here. Welding stainless. This will be the first time I've ever TIG welded. Probably going to be a little rusty. Got a bunch of tungstens already ordered. Got some smaller ones and bigger ones in there. That's what I went with. And try it out. Never TIG before. I got this nice little package. I haven't even opened up yet. Lots of different cups. I wouldn't even bother. Like the cups they give us in the kit are super tiny. And from many videos I've seen, you want a bigger cut. Otherwise it might oxidize. I think the gas helps cool it too. Like I said, I'm not super good at TIG welding. I've never done it before. So I don't know much about it yet, but I'm about to learn it. Get my learning on. So I'm going to try and put this together and get back to you here shortly. I'm going to try and do a little review here of these. I just got about to open them up. I want everybody to see them. Looks like it's a fairly decent kit. From Welding City. Ooh. Never been there yet. This is one that came with the welder. All these in here are from the welder. They give you a lot more cup sizes. Goes all the way up to an 8, it looks like. Compared to the one that came with the welder, which is just tiny. I think that's useless. There's no way I'd even want to use that. Got the holders for the tungsten. There's 2 different sizes, which is nice. I believe the one size is a 3/32, and the other size is the one under that. I can't remember, I have one in here, I can't remember what size that is though. This cap. Guessing these are like nozzles. Screens in them, actually look pretty good. 1 each for different size tungsten. Let's see if they work here. One thing I will say about this welder is it gives you a very long cord. This thing's probably 12 feet. Probably about 10 feet. These almost look identical. Yeah, you can't see any difference. A tiny difference at the ends. This one actually looks like a little bit better quality O-ring on it. I just thought by looking at it, this one's really shiny, looks like it's hard. The one that came with the welder, this brass, that's what that is, looks a lot better. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to go with the 5/32. I will have to grind one of these. Yeah, I'm really impressed with this kit. It looks really good. I'm gonna go grind that and I'll be right back. Alright. Turns out yesterday I just didn't have enough gas flow for some reason. I have to run 25 SCHFM, I think it's called. Yeah, SCFH. I'm at 25 right now. And also, metal I was welding I thought was 304. It's actually 316L. I thought it was 304, that's what I was told, so I never really looked at it, but probably should have did that. So that's why I was having issues yesterday. Now I have 304L stainless steel instead of 316. It's actually working pretty good. A couple welds here. This is like my second day doing this ever, TIG welding. I've got a few that don't look too bad right now. Just experimenting with different things. These are the last ones I did. The bottom one so far is I think the best I've done. These are just different heat ranges, wire speed, rod filler speed. Do another one here. We get focus. There we go. Hope that stays focused for this. Kind of lucky though, I have a good buddy Nico that's been giving me some pointers and making it a little easier for me. It doesn't make a big difference how you hold it. If you hold it like this, it starts oxidizing. If you hold it square, even I like to tip it a little bit back. Seems to keep the argon gas over the weld. It's still hot. Doesn't oxidize. Just having that issue a lot too. So there's that one I just did real quick. I think that's pretty decent. Might try changing cup size, see what that does right now. Right now I'm at a 5, which so far has been the best for me, but I'm just going to go up to a 7. See how that affects it. I'll let people online see how it affects it. I've gone all the way up to the 8. There's an 8 in here, but I think that's just too big. Lose all the velocity of the gas. What makes a big difference is your tungsten sharp. We're going to do another weld above it, and the only difference is going to be the cup size. Went from a 5 to a 7. I'm trying to do everything same speed. See what happens. Turn it all right. Seems to flatten the weld out a little more. This welder is actually pretty nice. It's so sensitive. You go from 20 amps to 19. I noticed the difference right away. Get my glove off here. So the difference in cup size, look at that. I still think the 5 is better. See a little bit of oxidation on the one on the top. Right about in the middle. We'll try 6. I think that's pretty close. So I'll switch to 7 now for 6. See what that does. I'm going to try 4 after. I think the velocity is just too high though. I'm going to turn the gas down a bit from 25, so I'm going to go through it pretty fast. If you're new to this, it's going to take you some time to do it right. Take your time. It's really good to hit it to get the gas started and then touch it so there's no oxidation that starts right away. Like that. I think that is probably the best one yet. I just think the only difference between all of these is cup size. That is it. For anybody learning a TIG, you have to get the kit that has different size cups in it because just one size difference in cups makes a huge difference. So look at this. The bottom one is a 5. Middle one was 7, and then this top one's 6. It actually looks like the 6 is the best to me. I might go to 4. Let's try 4, and I'll put it underneath here, underneath 5. Really, it goes bottom right now 5, middle 7, top 6. You can see the bigger the cup size, the more the weld flattens out. It gets hotter. I'm really torn between a 5 and a 6. Maybe I'll keep the 6 and I'll turn the gas down to 20. See what that does. So that's really close, I think, to being good, from what I know, which isn't very much. Okay, so now we're at 20 with the 6. Let's see what it does. I'm going to put it right beside that other 6. I gotta get something too to block the top of my helmet. The light that's in there makes it hard to see. I think that's actually the best way to get it. Not straight, but I think that is the best looking welder, you know. Being clean. Got about the right height, I think, and depth. I know it's not straight, but the two top ones are both the same size cup. But the very top one I just went to 20 compared to 25. And I think the one with 20 is actually better. It looks a lot better to me. Let me try and run a longer one of that. Somewhere over here. I didn't really do a very good job cleaning this, which really doesn't help my case either. Another thing about this welder is it gives you a really long whip. It's probably a 10-foot long whip. It's not bad. This hand trigger I'm not in love with, but it's working. I think that's turning out pretty good now. Might try just a little more heat. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'm gonna go sharpen the tungsten so everyone can see the difference between sharp and dull tungsten. That's what it's got right now. This will focus. See, it's not very sharp. I'm gonna go sharpen it. See how much better it welds right after it's sharp. I'll go right beside that one. How I sharpen my tungsten is I put the tungsten itself in a drill, take the stone wheel on the grinder, bench mounted stone wheel. It seems to work pretty good. As you can see now, it's pretty sharp. Kind of hard to tell like that, I guess. A lot sharper now. So we're gonna show the difference. You gotta keep your tungsten sharp. It's one thing I've learned already. Especially how far you have it out. The closer you can get it and still weld, the better. I seem to like right around here. Oh. More about the welder. The only thing that I don't like is they don't really label them. I don't know exactly what the hell S means, so if anyone else knows and wants to comment and tell me, that'd be really helpful. A, I'm assuming is amps, which gives you a readout, which is nice, and it's really touchy. Like you just barely touch it, and it moves, and it changes the number. But actually, I noticed a difference just going like from 20 to 21 or 19 to 20. I was playing with that for a long time, and it really likes 20. And whatever this S is It seems like the more I turn it up, the more it'll build the weld straight up. And the more I turn it down, the more it'll like burn it in. Yeah, so far I really like this welder. It's really small, super light. Actually has quite a bit of airflow going through. It's not even remotely close to warm or anything. It's actually quite cold still. You're gonna need to get a hose. It doesn't come with anything to hook it up to a tank. The tank I got had some weird outlet on it, so I just did this for now. It's not the best, but it is working. Actually, I screwed this hose. It fit inside the threaded section because it was female, and that was really tight, and I just put that other bigger hose on the outside to stabilize it some. So far I really like this though. Stay tuned, there's going to be more to come. Building a whole set of headers with this. Here's a quick little video of 316.